Fish don't fry in the kitchen. Beans don't burn on the grill. Took a whole lot of trying just to get up that hill. Now we're up in the big leagues. I'm getting my turn at bat. As long as we live, you and me, baby, ain't nothing wrong with that. Well, we're moving on up to the east side, to a deluxe apartment and a sky. Moving on up to the east side, 'cause we finally got a piece of the pie. Y'all know about that? Y'all know about that? I don't know nothing about that Jefferson theme song. You hear me? It's your man Rico. Still getting my stroll on. I stopped at I did a little shopping here. I don't live too far from stuff. Got some cool pants here. I probably wear this fall. Tried to catch it for the Lolo. There's Ross over there. That's usually one of my spots. That's your man Rico the Opinionist. Loving this night air. Y'all don't understand. Wherever you are, if fall is hitting you the way it's hitting us here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, hey man, get outside. Or madam, y'all get outside and enjoy it. If you live in a pretty decent area where you can walk outside and not have to worry about no foolishness, get outside, man. And there's a little breeze. Oh, come on. I am Rico the Opinionist. I share opinions. I just share thoughts. What is over mine. Sometimes it's stuff in the news. Sometimes it's things that I just want to talk about. Y'all know. My YouTube channel, my Facebook page, Rico the Opinionist. Twitter, Instagram, Rico the Opinionist. Share opinions. Cash App is Rico the Opinionist. PayPal is Rico the Opinionist. Fool with me if you're cool with me. Shout out to Raider J. Hello. Legendary DJ. Extraordinaire. Memphis, Tennessee. Look, this is something that's been on my mind a while. And I know at some point I was going to say something about this particular behavior. Now, y'all know, all of us are always pointing out, especially men, we're always pointing out bad behaviors. And I like to point out bad behaviors too. And I point out the bad behaviors not to, well, hell, this is the reason I do it. So hopefully they'll see it and they'll make some corrections. But instead, people with the bad behaviors, they just take it as a criticism. Instead of changing their behavior, they're ready to talk crazy to you. Isn't that kind of retarded? But people do that. Instead of looking at the critique, what it was, if it's something that needs to be changed, change it. Dadgum. All right, Sukihana's been showing her ass. Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, now Sexy Red or ragging herself. All these women and women in television, Love and Hip Hop, Black Ink, Married to Medicine, Basketball Wives, all these ratchet black women. They're fighting in the Waffle Houses, fighting in McDonald's, cussing each other out in Walmart. Just bad behavior. It's just sweeping it has swept the nation. You've had a lot of bloggers and men in general talk about the behavior, and I also talk about bad behavior in men as well, but that's not what I'm talking about. What brought me on tonight is the responses. And then, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, we talk about Sukihana and say, hey, so this is who y'all are, sisters and all this. And usually when I see anybody else that is a female criticizing this ratchet behavior, it's just about a handful. Sisters like Pink Book Lessons. I love her. Shout out to Pink Book Lessons. I love her. Whether if I agree with some of the stuff, I agree with a lot of stuff she said, but if there's some disagreement, I don't care. I just like her. I just like her delivery. Shay Sade. If y'all want to see a woman with some of the most precious arms and shoulders, all you see is her cute face, her very smooth arms and shoulders. Shay Sade. And shout out to your husband, by the way, but sir, your wife has the most impressive arms and shoulders I've ever seen on YouTube. And that's enough. Cute face, very clean, smooth shoulders. Oh, and I saw some shoulders like that this past weekend, too. I was at my girl Tondela's birthday party, and I saw a woman came out there with beautiful arms and shoulders. So who in the world would be attracted to arms and shoulders? Me. So anyway, I like smooth women. I do. I love smooth women. Y'all help us getting these tattoos everywhere looking like dudes coming out of jail. That shit is ugly. If you got a tattoo, I'm talking about you. I don't give a damn if you got a nursing degree, master's degree, PhD. If you have a tattoo on your body, tramp. God, dog. It's ugly. But, you know, let me not be so rough. I just think it's so unfortunate when I see a pretty woman get a tattoo. It's just tattoos on your back, on your shoulders, on your thighs. It's manly, baby. But I know. I'm in a very, very small minority of men, and particularly black men, you know, who don't view this as something as being manly and masculine, unattractive. Because black men, for the most part, in 50 years, we've been raised by black women. So a lot of us have been programmed, socially engineered into the sensibilities of women, and a lot of us don't think like men. We don't know masculine and femininity. I'm a masculine man. And it's interesting, 'cause I was raised by a mother, grandma, aunties. But I came up in the 70s. I was a little boy in the 70s. So that means there were a lot of black male masculine role models around me. Now my uncle's a pimp. He did beat hoes and any other woman that got out of line. Both of them did. But I didn't take that on. Maybe I should. But I grew up around a lot of pretty, natural, pretty women. As a kid in the 70s, a teenager in the 80s, and I turned 21 in 1990. And I was at a HBCU, a lot of pretty women, black women, naturally beautiful. And so that's where my head is stuck at. So and by the way, I'm not saying there weren't any women with tattoos in the 90s, because they did. They had those women with those pretty flat stomachs. They had that sundial tattooed around their navel. They had that piercing in it. Oh my God, I melted like butter in Texas heat. Come on, somebody. Ugh. You know, as I said, that flat stomach. Or she may had a tattoo, one tattoo of a Ankh or maybe Cleopatra, something small. Have sleeves. And so anyway, I came up. So that's where I'm coming from when I talk about pretty women. I actually got to see pretty black women. This mess has been going on since 2004 and up now. You had to have men bred to like this kind of mess, because I don't. I'm 54, so hey, cut me some slack. And sometimes I believe I was born in the South. I don't like onions. I don't eat pork. I don't eat red meat, and I don't like I'm not attracted to thick or fat women. I like, how in the hell was I born in the South? I should have been born in Connecticut or Nebraska somewhere. But it's just me. I've always been a kind of different kind of dude. Give me a petite, neat, or a little curvy, something like, you know, like a young Ashanti. Hell, a 44-year-old Ashanti too. Y'all seen her? No, curvy, but, you know, not thick and fatty. I don't do that. And none against my big girls. You know, if I was into that, I have a whole harem of you or her. But anyway, so I want y'all to say, Rico, talking about fat women. No, I'm not. I'm just telling y'all that I understand the difference. But I want to say this really quickly. When we talk about these ratchets out here, y'all know what that bothers me. All the so-called women who don't act like the ratchets. No, we're not like that. Don't generalize black women. A lot of us are professional women. We work professional jobs. We have degrees. We're college graduates. So here's the deal. I want to say this to you black women that feel the need to come on black men's posts and pages to tell them that y'all, that Sukihana and Sexy Red and Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion and those ratchet ghetto Kool-Aid hair-wearing heifers don't represent you. Stop coming on our page to tell us how fucking good you are, how decent you are. Get off our page. You know what you need to be doing? You need to be addressing these women. Because if y'all were addressing the ratchetness, the men would have to. We do it because that's not our preference. But y'all don't like anything to be said about any woman, and that's a problem. That's disingenuous and it's weird. You understand that? The one thing about black men, we don't uphold no bad behavior. We talk about the pansaggers, the thugs, the weirdos, the down low jerks. We talk about everybody who's not representing what black men should be. But y'all don't say anything. Then when we get on the ass real bad, we say, black woman, this is you. All of a sudden, y'all want to appear on all the posts to try to inform us. Now, all the black women ain't like that. Because I got a husband, blah, blah, blah. Well, it ain't none of the women in my family I know. Help her. Shut up. Because what that is disingenuous, and it's also insulting. You don't think we know that there aren't a lot of black women who behave? But the point is, y'all don't call them out. And that's why this foolishness continues. You get it? See, ratchetness is going on because black women don't call them out. You know, celebrity black women, the one y'all call classy and all that, they don't call out the ratchetness either. So us little YouTubers and bloggers, we call it out. Then y'all want to flood our goddamn pages telling us what good black women are and educated and all this. Then when y'all talking about educated and classy, half of y'all got tattoos. So what the fuck is the classiness in that? So just hush. Weave wearing American. A lot of you got this straight ass weave because you don't twerk out on the middle of Beale Street or the Mount of Bourbon Street, but you twerk somewhere, helper. So you ain't that classy. You're just not as gutter and disgusting as Sukiana. You're not as gutter and disgusting as Cardi B or Megan Thee Stallion or the City Tramps and all the rest of the little so-called high-profile industry whores. So stop. Don't come on my page or nothing and tell me how good you are and how great. What I need you to do is create a Facebook page, YouTube channel, an Instagram or Twitter, and call it out. Hold protest, public protest to shout this mess down. Because every time you look around, when a black man misbehave, y'all come crowd our post. Y'all need to get y'all brothers in check. Black women are protected. Y'all need to. But can't nobody tell y'all to get these ratchets in check? So, yeah, I'm aware there's some decent sisters out there, but hell, even the decent ones got tattoos and babies out of wedlock. So the reason a lot of y'all probably don't call out Sukiana and the rest of this ratchetness because a lot of y'all got bastard kids out of wedlock. A lot of y'all got them tattoos and wear that ghetto-ass weed, but you got a college degree. Or you work higher up in your CEO company. And so, really, you're too familiar to criticize her. That's why a lot of y'all so-called good women who don't do this and don't do that. Get out of here. Did y'all get the message I just shot at y'all? Or y'all gonna take it as a critique? Why you so harsh on black women? Or y'all gonna take what I said as an understanding of an assignment that y'all need to do? All the good women out there, go out there and get on the ratchet's asses. And stop calling the rappers misogynists and sexist when y'all are the main ones who shake your ass as soon as one of those ratchet songs come on. Please. Because black women, let me tell y'all something, women in general, but black women love to be whining about shit. Y'all are the ones that keep this ratchet ghetto rap music and this ratchet ghetto behavior going. Because your silence. You know how y'all say with people who didn't vote or people who voted for Trump? You know how y'all love to say, well, you not voting, that's a vote for Trump. You remember y'all said that? Well, you not checking Sukiana, not just online, but get out and do a whole video denouncing her. Denounce all the ratchets. Denounce these broads. See, when you don't do that, it's just like how you accuse people of not voting 2 years ago. You're complicit in his election. Well, you're complicit in her behavior. You're complicit in the proliferation of ratchet and this thug-ass rap music and R&B that's out there because either you're silenced or you dance to it or you think it's music that you should be playing in your car. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So all you good chicks, stay off of black men's posts when they get on Sukiana and when they say, yeah, black women, this is who y'all are. Y'all keep y'all ass. Nobody care about you being in no goddamn sorority. Because sorority chicks do the same thing that Sukiana does. Do you understand that? But if you're truly a decent woman and you don't like the portrayal of black women in the media, y'all should have a bunch of, what you call those damn thing? A whole bunch of I'm losing my word. Petitions to shut down a lot of these ratchet ass TV shows, but y'all enjoy it. It's your sneaky leak of guilty pleasure. So stop coming on our page, tell us what we should recognize is there's good black women too. All of us not like that. We know that. But I'm telling you, get your behind out there and make a YouTube video. Write a blog that can be seen. Go on Madame Noir and write a blog. Go on Young Smart Brothers. Go on all these little anti-black male blogs and write something against these ratchets. And then I would look at you as a real person. I would look at you. I would take you seriously. But you coming up there, well, all black women don't like this. A lot of us, so we're in sororities. We're doing great things in the community. We got master degrees. We PhDs. We scholars. Don't nobody care. Because you sit back in silence and don't say anything about your sister who's acting a whore out here. Don't tell me what black men do either. Yeah, I already told y'all on my page, black men will stick their ding-a-ling in a wall socket if somebody drew some tits around the wall of the socket. So that ain't it. Got it? That's why my open letter is to you. Y'all stop talking about how she don't represent all y'all. She represent a lot of y'all. But if that's not true, I want to see y'all publicly denounce her, denounce the ratchet, denounce the rap industry, denounce it, because y'all are the ones, even the good ones, y'all are the ones that's fueling this madness that y'all always like to try to separate yourself away from, coming on black men's pages and posts and YouTube channels trying to denounce it. You know, telling us, well, no, it ain't all black women, because all of us, no, don't do that no more. I'm sick of it. But anyway, let me get on out of here. I think you get the message. It's your man, Rico the Opinionist. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you to the 479 subscribers that I have thus far, and I know we're going to keep growing. Y'all, hey, if y'all cool with me, fool with me, I'm going to talk to y'all later, all right? Peace. Talk to y'all later.